Honorable Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Shrimati Nirmala Sitharamanji, it gives me immense pleasure to attend today's function of inauguration of 12 GST Seva Kendras in Gujarat, which have just now been inaugurated by Honorable Finance Minister. Gujarat always remained pioneer state in taking new initiatives. Launch of Mera, Mera Adhikar reward scheme of central government in collaboration with the states. Gujarat has volunteered to be among the 3 states and 2 union territories where the scheme has been launched on pilot basis. Gujarat, along with Daman, Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli, have introduced this scheme in Western India on GST landscape from 1st September of this year. This scheme has been introduced to encourage customers to insist for bill from the shopkeepers for improving B2C tax compliance. As we know that at this stage, input tax credit feature of the GST is not available, and therefore there is a tendency to not issue bill, or even if bill is issued, to not to account for this in the accounting system. This leads to escapement of tax and deprives the states of their legitimate revenue to run welfare schemes for the general public. Not only this, but the customers also lose their right to protection available to them under Consumer Protection Act. Bill is the proof of purchase and essential to make any future claims. Therefore, by insisting for bill, the customers are not only protected from spurious products, but they make contribution for nation building through collection of tax revenue. Participation in the scheme of Mera Bill Mera Adhikar is very simple. The customer has to upload the invoice issued by a GST registered taxpayer located in the state where the scheme has been launched for a minimum value of rupees 200. It can be any value about rupees 200. The invoice can be uploaded on a mobile application which has been launched by GSTN. The invoice can also be uploaded on the website, and a person can upload up to 25 invoices in a month. The invoice can be purchase of any item. It could be purchase of grocery from kirana shops, or daily use items, or items like home furnishing, etc.
Address this August gathering.
Okay.
Namaskar, good afternoon. As regards the Mera Bill, Mera Adhikar, it was very heartening to know that people from across various walks of life have done small purchases but realized the value of that bill. And since the process is also very simplified down to the level of a mobile phone, they found it easy that they could upload the bill that they have in their hand, and uploading process was simple, not tiresome. Not always when you adopt technology things are easy. In this case it was easy for all of them. No one complained about it if it was only less time consuming, or if it was only not in this language or that. None of that. So when it has been made so user friendly, for the bill which in some case could just be purchase of a pizza for the house, or a box full of sweets for some celebration, or you went to purchase your own few shirts that you wanted to change your wardrobe or add to your wardrobe, all these are purchases at a very small level. But once they've uploaded, surprise waited them, and they got it, and so well timed for Deepavali. In a way, it has a very big message. that if the consumer consciously makes clear that he will seek the bill, upload it, and take a chance, he may get a prize. But for those others who have uploaded, who did not win the lottery, I would still say a very big thank you for all those 60% of those people who purchased, demanded a bill, used the bill, took the trouble to upload, but unfortunately this time around you didn't get the prize. But you were the trendsetters. And that is the spirit with which a consumer should make sure that he participates in the nation building process. You're buying a product and demanding a bill is a big step forward in transparency. It's a big step forward to make sure the money that has to go for public cause really goes for it and nobody in between is taking it away. So when consumers do this little gesture of taking the bill and uploading it, you're really showing and showcasing your commitment for nation building, and I appreciate that for all those who did not win the lottery. But I would think we need to have this campaign even more publicly made aware so that more people can join in. We need to have this consciousness that it cannot be assumed that when you buy a thing, the shop owner or whoever is selling the product is really connecting with the system and that it goes for the due payment of taxes. And therefore it is the consumer who has to build that consciousness, and it is the consumer who should take that one little step forward. Equally, I would invite all shop and other businesses who sell things or sell services to make sure this good habit is brought on. It is a duty more than a habit, it is a national duty. So to not bill a customer or give the bill to the customer having obtained his money for the product is, I think, not in the national interest. As an honest shop owner or a seller of some kind of a product or service.
The Mera Bill, Mera Adhikar scheme has received overwhelming response from the consumers of Gujarat. The consumers of Gujarat have uploaded more than 64% of the total invoices. Hence, it is perfectly apt and opportune that the 6 lucky winners of Gujarat be rewarded at the august hands of our esteemed guest, Srimati Nirmala Madam. 6 lucky winners have won a cash prize of Rs 10 lakhs each. What a fantastic Diwali bonanza for all the lucky winners. It is indeed a privilege to request Honorable Nirmala Madam to reward the lucky winners. We request the lucky winners to come over and receive their rewards. The first lucky winner is Srimati Smita Ben Raj from Anand. Let us now have a glimpse of how insisting for a bill has turned fortunes of the participants of the Mera Bill Mera Adhikar scheme.
अच्छी स्मिताबेन राज गुजरात आनंदના રહેવાસી પોતે એક વર્કિંગ વુમન છે કોઈ પણ વસ્તુની ખરીદી કરે ત્યારે બિલ અવશ્ય લે છે
દરેક ખર્ચાનો હિસાબ રાખવાની મારી આદત છે ઘરમાં કોઈ પણ વસ્તુની ખરીદી થાય તો એના બિલ સંભાળીને રાખતી હતી કારણ કે હું એનું મહત્વ સમજુ છું મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકારે સરકારનો સારો ઇનિશિયેટિવ છે પછી મેં બધા બિલ અપલોડ કરવાનું શરૂ કર્યું મેં તો સપનામાં પણ નહોતું વિચાર્યું કે 651 રૂપિયાના પિઝાના ખરીદીના બિલ અપલોડ કરવાથી મને 10 લાખ રૂપિયાનું ઇનામ લાગશે ગુજરાતની દરેક મહિલાઓ સરકારના ઇનિશિયેટિવમાં વધુને વધુ પાર્ટિસિપેટ કરે તેવી શુભેચ્છાઓ.
તમે પણ આ યોજનામાં ભાગ લો, દેશના વિકાસમાં સહભાગી બનો. હકથી કહેજો, બિલ તો જોઈશે જ.
You have paid me for the product that I've sold you. It is no good if I keep the bill with me. Here you go, you take it. You've got after all the money. You've got, after all, the tax component also. So why wouldn't you want to give the bill, and why would you want to keep that one piece of paper with you? You anyway have to pay the tax. By not giving the bill, I hope you're not suggesting that you're one of those people, some few of them. And again in that, I appreciate Gujarat for having taken very strong steps in identifying tax evaders also. You've done a brilliant job. In fact, GST, evasion, and the network which leads to the evasion, the participants in that evasion have all been tracked down by the Gujarat GST, and I really appreciate this step. It goes a long way in saying the administration is not hand in glove with those who are evading tax. You're not with them. You're not going to sit and watch them. You will knock at their door and say you have evaded, action will be taken against you. It is not for your family or my family or anyone's family. It is for the nation that that money has to go into the coffers of the government. We cannot be responsible citizens if we are doing evasion. So not only is Gujarat taking positive steps in encouraging citizens to ask for a bill, not only should Gujarat be taking steps to avoid evasion or cut down on evasion, but also there should be very clear positive steps forward for making those who sell goods and service to definitely be participants in nation building.
The next lucky winner is Shri Miteshbhai Ambalia from Surat.
આ છે મિતેશભાઈ આંબલિયા. કતાર ગામ સુરતમાં રહે છે અને બાય પ્રોફેશન ડોક્ટર છે. પોતાના ભાઈ પાસેથી સરકારની આ સુંદર યોજના મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર વિશે માહિતી મળી અને સહેજ પણ રાહ જોયા વિના તેઓ આ યોજનામાં જોડાયા.
હું એક દિવસ મારા ફેમિલી જોડે રેસ્ટોરન્ટમાં ગયો. ત્યાં જમીને મેં 665 રૂપિયાનું બિલ મેરા અધિકાર એપ્લિકેશન ઉપર અપલોડ કર્યું અને જુઓ રિઝલ્ટ તમારી સામે જ છે. મને લાગ્યું છે 10 લાખ રૂપિયાનું માત્ર રકમનું ઇનામ. તો ચાલો આજથી જ 200 રૂપિયાની કોઈ પણ મોટી ખરીદી ઉપર બિલ અવશ્ય માંગો અને હકથી કહો કે બિલ તો જોશે જ.
તમે પણ યોજનામાં જોડાઈ દરેક ખરીદી પર બિલ અવશ્ય માંગો અને કહો બિલ તો જોશે જ.
Thank you, madam.
So in a way, GST with the numbers of collection per month, he's telling us this story that when one nation, one tax has been brought in, rightly 6 years now, it is after the bringing in of technology into the process that the system has really shown what it brings along with it. Consumers know today that post GST, the rates that they pay of tax does not have double taxation, does not have overlaps, and therefore they are paying far less tax today for essential goods and services than what it was pre-GST era. There are lists of items, common use items, daily use items, which from the ministry we periodically put out saying what was the tax on these items before GST and what is it now. GST has actually very efficiently brought the rates down, and therefore the initial misunderstanding and a negative campaign which was being brought in by some vested interest, that GST has now increased the cost of everything and it is hurting the common man, has now been repeatedly every year proven wrong. And that is why the collection is going up, and actually at the ground people realize they are not, unless they are being cheated by some nefarious elements in the ground, there is no burden of the tax much more than what it was earlier.
The third lucky winner is Shri Harshad Kumar Patel from Ahmedabad.
અમદાવાદ ચિરોડાના રહેવાસી હર્ષદભાઈ પટેલ એક શિક્ષક છે. તેમના એક મિત્ર પાસેથી તેમને મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર યોજના વિશે જાણ થઈ અને એક જાગૃત નાગરિક તરીકે તુરંત તેમણે આ સ્કીમમાં જોડાવાનું નક્કી કર્યું. તેમણે 1734 રૂપિયાનું ગ્રોસરીનું બિલ અપલોડ કર્યું હતું. તેના પર લકી ડ્રો દ્વારા 10 લાખના ઇનામના વિજેતા બન્યા.
શિક્ષક તરીકે મારી એટલી તો અવેરનેસ હોય કે જ્યારે પણ કોઈ પણ સામાન ખરીદીએ ત્યારે બિલ માંગવું જોઈએ. મેં પણ જ્યારે ખરીદી કરી ત્યારે બિલ લીધેલા, એટલે મેં પણ સરકારની સાઇટ ઉપર જઈ અને બિલ અપલોડ કર્યા અને હું ઇનામને પાત્ર થયો. એટલે જ્યારે પણ તમે ખરીદી કરો ત્યારે હકથી કહેજો, બિલ તો જોઈશે જ.
તમે પણ દેશના વિકાસમાં સહયોગ કરો. બિલ તો જોઈશે જ.
Now, with all these progressive steps and the efficiency that the Gujarat GST team has shown, I would request all of you to focus on widening the tax net. There are still a lot of shops and establishments who are not into the tax net. Why should they come in? Not because they'll pay me a tax, but the true strength of the economy, the true GDP value addition which happens, not as a stock, but the value addition that happens every year, cannot be captured. Even today, I would say that what we capture is only some and not the entire. The formalization of the economy is what is going to give us that advantage. And formalization can happen only when everybody is on board. So staying out of the system is neither good for the country, nor is it good for those individuals who actually think, if I come into the GST system, I'll be burdened by the tax, my products will become more expensive or my profit will come down. Not at all. By coming in, procurers who see a benefit in procuring from GST registered organizations come to you to procure. If you are outside of it, they don't feel encouraged to take from you, because if there is a credit somewhere, you being in the value chain or supply chain doesn't help them. So by staying out, you believe, and that is a wrong belief. You believe that you, by staying out, you benefit, you don't come into the net, you don't get to be noticed. But you're losing out on potential buyers of your products.
Thank you, madam. We may now call upon the fourth lucky winner, Shri Rohit Kumar Rathod from Bhuj.
રોહિત કુમાર રાઠોડ કચ્છ ભુજના વતની છે અને પોલીસ કોન્સ્ટેબલ તરીકે ઘણા વર્ષોથી ફરજ બજાવે છે. રોહિતભાઈને બહુમાળી ભવનની દિવાલ પર લાગેલ પોસ્ટર દ્વારા મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર યોજનાની જાણ થઈ અને આ સ્કીમ સાથે જોડાયા, જેનાથી એમનું જાણે નસીબ ચમક્યું. કેવી રીતે જાણીએ તેમની પાસે.
ગ્રોસરી સ્ટોર ઉપરથી મેં ખરીદી કરી હતી, જેનું બિલ આશરે 228 રૂપિયા હતું. જીએસટી વાળું બિલ છે એ મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર નામની એપ્લિકેશનમાં અપલોડ કરેલું. મને એક ફોન આવ્યો કે તમે આ બિલ અપલોડના કારણે તમે લકી વિજેતા થયા છો. લકી ડ્રો તો આપણે ઘણા બધા સાંભળ્યા છે, પણ આવો લકી હું હોય છે એવું મને ખ્યાલ નહોતો.
તમે પણ દેશના વિકાસમાં સહભાગી બનો અને કહો, બિલ તો જોઈશે જ.
So all these messages will have to be conveyed. From now, I would want equal attention to be given for collection of tax. The numbers are going up every year, every month. Yes, we have to give care and focus on that. But equally, I would think more and more establishments, more and more businesses should get enrolled. The country should benefit from having a transparent tax regime in which everybody participates. I know it's lunchtime. I don't want to take more of your time. I appreciate the effort with which the prize winners have come from all over the state to come and receive the prizes, the lottery, and I hope this today's function makes more people want to come into the system by purchasing a bill and uploading the bill, because it actually benefits all of us and the country. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, madam. We now request the fifth lucky winner, Shri Punit Sharma from Ahmedabad.
અમદાવાદના ચાંદખેડા વિસ્તારમાં રહેતા પુનિતભાઈ શર્મા એક એનાલિસ્ટ છે અને વર્ક ફ્રોમ હોમ કરે છે. સોશિયલ મીડિયાના માધ્યમથી તેમને સરકારની અદ્ભુત યોજના મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર વિશે ખબર પડી.
એક દિવસ મારી ફેમિલી જોડે બહાર ખરીદી કરવા ગયો હતો. એમાં મને 1500 થી 2000 નું બિલ બન્યું હતું મારું કપડાનું. એ બિલ મેં અપલોડ કર્યો. 10 દિવસ પછી મને જીએસટી ઓફિસરનો કોલ આવ્યો કે તમે જે 1500 નું બિલ અપલોડ કર્યો છે એની સામે તમને 10 લાખનું રિવોર્ડ મળ્યું છે.
તમે પણ જાગૃત નાગરિક બનો, યોજનામાં જોડાઓ અને ઇનામ મેળવો. હવેથી જ્યારે ખરીદી કરો ત્યારે હકથી કરો. ખરીદી તો જોઈશે જ.
Thank you, madam.
And a word again of my admiration for this little place which once had the largest industrial area in Asia, but it is quaint, it is so beautiful, and it is so big a contributor to the national economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
And the sixth lucky winner is Shri Atulbhai Somani from Ahmedabad.
અમદાવાદમાં રહેતા અતુલભાઈ સોમાણી માર્કેટિંગ ફિલ્ડમાં જોબ કરે છે. તેમને સોશિયલ મીડિયામાં રીલ્સના માધ્યમથી સરકારની આ યુનિક સ્કીમ મેરા બિલ મેરા અધિકાર વિશે જાણકારી મળી. આ સ્કીમમાં જોડાવાથી તેમને શું લાભ થયો, आओ एमनी पासेથી જ સાંભળીએ.
मैं अपनी फैमिली के लिए एक बार स्वीट्स लेने गया था. मैंने स्वीट खरीदी किया और मैंने बिल अपलोड किया. उस छोटे से बिल की वजह से मुझे इस स्कीम के माध्यम से 10 लाख रुपए जीतने का मौका मिला. दोस्तों, मैं एक आम आदमी हूँ, एक साधारण सा जॉब कर रहा हूँ. 10 लाख रुपए मेरे जीवन में बहुत मायने रखता है. आप भी सबको आज ही डाउनलोड कीजिए.
बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन सभी लकी विजेताओं को. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय मैडम श्री.